Famcast Media. Bitch.
You wanted the best, you got the best. The hottest podcast in the world, from the dungeon. With your hosts, Mark A. Bernardo and Dee Rotten. Don't miss out, cause you will be left out. Yeah.
We would be honored if you would join us.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to From the Dungeon Podcast. I'm your host, Dee Rotten, along with Mark A. Bernardo. And today, me and Mark, or Mark and I, in proper English, got effed. Johnny Riffs is supposed to be on the show, and he just disappeared, bro. He said he'll come on the show and disappeared.
In the words of Joe Pearl, you fucked me. You fucked me.
Jesus. Yo, seriously, bro. I'm like, yo, I texted him at it was like 7:30. I was like, yo, we're going to go on around 10:15. Word. Nothing. No answer, no nothing.
Rockabye, baby.
Rockabye, baby.
Look at that. Greatest fucking one line by black chick in a movie ever.
What are we going to have? We're going to have a fucking a naked fucking janitor outside. Give us the keys. Give us the keys.
Ross the man. Nino Brown said your services are no longer needed in the community.
Yo, that movie was hard, bro.
Yeah, it was good shit.
So Johnny Riffs, man, was supposed to be on tonight. The title of the show was Trinity of Podcasting 5. He fucked us in 4. Now he fucked us on 5. Jeez, I don't know, man. Will there be a 6? I don't know. What is it? What is it? What's the old saying, Mark? What's the old saying? One strike. What is that? What is that? Shame on one strike. Shame on me.
Yeah.
Strike, some shit. Or shame on you. And then shame on me.
Arnold Diaz's shame on you.
Or shame.
There you go. He just use every song that has the word shame in it.
Oh my god.
It's a damn shame.
Yo, it's a damn
It's a
shame,
damn
bro.
shame. You're fucking us.
I'm like, I don't know where the hell the kid is, bro. Like, I know he's not fucking sleeping, bro. He's just ignoring the shit, bro. It's fucking, it's ludicrous. I tell you, it's ludicrous. I don't know what's going on, Marky B, man. You were working last week. What happened, man? What'd they do to you? Pulled you in, bro. Yo, they pulled you in on bad weather too, bro. It was bad out there, man.
It was bad. It was a bad one of those weekends. I had to work an overnight. Somebody had COVID.
Ooh.
It was like his last day.
Still bebopping around?
I guess. I don't know. The excuse is still there.
Dude, I only used it. I only got it once, and I only used it once, and it's. I
don't use nothing. I never got it. I never fucking thing. I got vans full of people. I never got sick, bro.
No,
if I'm gonna get sick, it's gonna be ingesting some bullshit that I fucking did to me.
You might have some like Wolverine fucking genes in you, bro. Where you don't get sick, man. You got that healing factor.
How about I got vaccinated and I'm not gonna get everything that everybody else got? How about that?
I don't know. I mean, you know what though, man? My
girl's in there sick certain days. I fucking keep away, and then 3 days later, I'm fine. I'm like, I didn't get that. I'm fucking vaccinated. I'm protected enough to fucking common cold.
Either that, you know what though?
Some people just built differently.
You just eat some shit, bro, that nobody knows about that works. Bro, look at what you're smoking. The J's are probably keeping the fucking COVID away.
Could be, you don't know. Fucking yeah, don't stop.
You know, they do say J's they kill cancer cells too.
Yeah, well, I smoke so much weed, they're producing cancer cells.
I think you're fucking you go like this and weed comes out your fingertips and shit, man. You're like, hey, you want to smoke some bud?
No, isn't that like Spider-Man?
Oh shit, dude.
You ever see goofy people put like weed in one of those blowers and just like blow up a room? I don't want to smoke weed like that.
Does that work?
I don't know. I don't want weed from afar. Like I want it right here.
The Cypress Hill does that, and they do that at the gathering of the Juggalos too. They do
like in one room. I'll do that like
pit.
with 3 people in a car. I don't want that done with so many people. Like everybody breathing all.
I mean, you don't even know what kind of weed you're breathing in, bro. You're like, yo, man, this got PCP in it or some shit, bro. Because I'm feeling a little funky.
These days, you want to know.
You know, come on, man.
I want to know.
I don't want to know. I do want to know if you got some PCP in my weed, man. You know, make a little bit of sense, you know. But I'm tired of saying the word, now. Now I'm just like, you know. How was the overnight shift, man? I hate the overnights.
It's like this. You only work like for 2 hours, and then you have all this time until 3:30, and then your hustle is the last 2 hours, maybe 2 hours. Like I have the people right there at fucking
you get
4 to 6.
You get the breakfast from there too. Like they give you the fucking how like some hotels they have like a bag breakfast or something.
No, we have a breakfast from 6 to 10. So whoever gets it. We have no restaurant for the night. We just have a breakfast 6 to 10.
Yeah.
So somebody makes a bunch of shit, eggs, bacon, and things, and yeah.
Go over there, get a little munch on.
I don't. I actually never. I don't go to that shit. What? Sometimes when I come in later, there's a big thing of bacon, big thing, and that's what I gotta watch, bro. I come in, I didn't eat nothing. I'm like, man, let me grab 5 pieces of bacon. You know what I mean?
A little bit of scrambled eggs, a little ketchup on them.
Yeah, sometimes I have something like real quick, but other than that, I'm like, you know what? There's so many people around. It's worth it to fucking not touch it sometimes.
You know what I like from the hotels and stuff like that? When I traveled across the country, bro, what I really enjoyed out of the hotels were the muffins. The little small muffins. I would take like 10 of those jams.
You eat 3 right on the spot with some milk, you're good.
Yeah. The muffins would have. I remember I went to a Hojo, a Howard Johnson, and they had the bag breakfast, whatever. I was leaving in the morning. And me and my wife, and it had, an apple, a banana, an orange juice, 2 muffins, like bran muffin.
Awesome. But if you ate that and you went downstairs and you're like, let me get an apple, a banana, they'd be like $3.25.
Yeah. Oh,
right? Like an apple's like, yo, if you don't take the free apple that we have them like wrapped, like you could take one. Like, if you wanted to paint, like I saw a dude go, what? I saw a brother go nuts. Goes like he just wanted a fucking $3.25 McDonald's breakfast, dude. Yeah. And he's like screaming that this fucking thing was like that price.
I'll tell you this though, man. I mean that bag breakfast is it's a lifesaver when you're just leaving at 5 in the morning, and you just like, oh snap, bag breakfast. You grab like 1 or 2, and he's like, I'm good. Got the muffins, got the bananas and stuff. The OJ, got a little bit of OJ.
I don't eat bananas no more, but yeah, I'll eat a banana here and there.
You don't eat bananas no more? It's good fiber, bro. It's good fiber.
But yeah, they say that, but how come every time I eat one, it's fucking slow ride?
Oh, well, yeah, well.
It's a banana.
Yeah, kind of. I guess.
Yeah. Banana and chocolate? Yeah. Yo, those 2 things are like, ding, ding. You gotta listen to Slow Ride, the long version. The fucking bass solo. Boo-doo, boo-doo, boo-doo. Yeah, bro.
Speaking of bass, did you hear the AC/DC bass player? Did we talk about that? AC/DC bass player he's quit. Done. Not doing it no more. Over. You know who's taking his spot?
OG? Is it the OG?
Yeah, you know who's taking his spot?
Well, I don't think Cliff. Is his name Cliff?
Not sure. Let me look it up. Hold on one second.
AC/DC's bass player, Cliff something?
Not Burton.
No. I don't like Cliff Johnson. That's like a fucking Yankee catcher. Who?
Oh, Cliff Williams.
Yeah. Wow.
Wait, no, that says 2016. Nah, hold on.
The OG guy I thought died or he played out.
Let me see. Hold on a second.
Somebody could be in a band for 30 years and still be like, yeah, no, he's the second guy.
Yeah, he's been around for 30 years. He's the newbie. He's still new.
He's like the guy that was after the guy.
Let me see here. Band members.
Like, who's the drummer for AC/DC?
Oh, yeah.
Is it still Phil Rudd?
Cliff Williams. Oh, yeah. The drummer right now? The drummer, yeah, Phil Rudd.
Yeah, the OG. Who's their backup guitar player? Malcolm's son?
No, but Phil Rudd's not playing no more, though. He's done. He's not touring.
He's done.
He can't tour.
Right. Who's the other guy?
You got Angus. You got Angus. Our current tour drummer is Matt Laug, Laug, Laug.
Okay.
And our current touring bass player is Chris Chaney. I thought it was supposed to be what's it called from GNR. Duff.
Duff?
It's supposed to be Duff. Oh yeah,
keep that band away from being a super group.
Stevie Young's playing rhythm. Yeah, Stevie.
Yeah,
Young.
that's the fucking son of Malcolm.
And you got Brian. Brian.
That's cool.
Brian
AC/DC guy.
But yeah, he said he's done, man. He's like, I don't want to tour no more. I'm done. Over and out. You know, and it's like, bro, you're dwindling down to 2 now. You know, it's like, dude, Brian Johnson goes, just call it quits, Angus, bro. Go spend the millions, bro.
Yeah, but they haven't, for all them years, they haven't went through many guys. They're under 10. They're under 10, dude.
I mean, bro, they tried Axel. They tried Axel when Brian.
Just because the dude was sick, that's all.
I don't know, man. Didn't they kick him out or something like that?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that. I don't really pay attention to AC/DC. They're there for you to like. If not, you just move on and go listen to.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all, man. You know, I mean, and a lot of people think I'm crazy. Like Jeff, the owner of Lucky 13, thinks I'm insane, bro, because I said I'm not an AC/DC fan.
Right. Some people are hardcore. Like they think that's their core band, and they can't believe anything else.
I'd rather listen to Black Sabbath. I like Black Sabbath more. That's
great common denominator.
That's my jam, not AC/DC. Black Sabbath is my jam.
I don't think they're in the same kind of category.
Not the same category, but I mean, we're talking about old school.
So who could go wrong with Sabbath?
AC/DC's as old school as Black Sabbath.
I have Black Sabbath songs that come on in the car. I get lost.
And another band too.
Guitar work, a good, just really good shit.
Just like I take the Beatles over the Stones, and I take the Doors over Led Zeppelin.
Oh, you got to watch. Bill Maher talks to Chris Robinson about Jim Morrison.
Really?
It's really, yeah, and it's like they both like him, but because Bill Maher's like, did Hendrix really do anything? I don't really. He's kind of dissing Hendrix a little bit. So Chris Robinson goes, I talked to David Crosby from Crosby. He goes, I talked to him. We got to talk to each other, and he goes, Jim Morrison. He goes, fuck him. He goes, dude, you'd be at a party hanging out and shit. And he comes and drinks a fucking bottle of wine and goes lay out in the street and fucking, and it's like, dude, you're killing our vibe, bro. The cops are coming to take this guy away and you're all trying to, yeah. So David Crosby fucking hated Morrison for fucking kind of killing the scene.
I mean, well, look at it like this, though, man. I mean, look, Hendrix isn't the best. Great. You can't take away his talent, but he's the innovator, yes. But
heavy and hard, and
I gotta go. I gotta go with Lemmy when they were like, "Hey, did you listen to Prince?" And he was like, "Why? I already saw Hendrix. I knew him." So it's like I gotta listen to Lemmy, bro. Lemmy was like, "Yo, Hendrix was his man."
He's a roadie, right? But Hendrix.
Yeah. He said he used to cop his shit, bro. He was like he would buy 10 trips. Jimmy would give him 4, and Hendrix would take the rest. He was like he was a fair man. He was a fair man. I'm like, all right. You got killed. That's the only dude I ever heard that tell Jimmy stories was fucking Lemmy. Because Lemmy worked for him for years.
Billy Joel went and saw Jimi Hendrix and he fucking acted like a roadie. Went, hey, mate, and all this shit and grabbed wires and fucking got into the show.
No way.
In Manhattan, yep. Just watch him on Howard Stern tell the story.
He just walked.
Like, Jimmy's I got a fucking jacket or something that looked like a roadie jacket, and I grabbed these wires. And then the head roadie dude's like, come here, up down. Next thing you know, he's grabbing Jimi Hendrix amps. You're in the show.
Can you imagine that?
That's how it was in the 70s. Dude, my uncle used to tell me stories, bro. I was like, besides that, when they used to get out of a show,
yeah.
We get out of a show now, we're like, what? It's 10:58.
You
could fucking 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
couldn't even do that now.
Nah, there's a certain people that has a club that will open at 11 and have a venue, but right for somewhere where it's like 8, we played an 8 show, we played a 10, and then they played out to 6. Like, I think that shit ain't happening.
Yeah, you
would fucking event.
You'd be straight up thrown in Rikers or some shit like that. You pull some shit like that, bro.
Other than that, Steve Vai has this vibe-a-thon where the shit just don't stop. People keep getting up on stage all night.
Yeah.
Fucking jam Steve Vai.
Let's throw it like this, man. Let's throw it like this. I say the greatest guitar player of the 70s is a tie between Hendrix
It's Van Halen. Hendrix didn't even.
No. I consider Hendrix. I consider Van Halen 80s.
I don't. When they came out in '77, like, and they
Because
played
of 70s?
all their shit from dude. All their workup was from the '70s. They just happened to be ahead of the. They were just more.
So okay, so what's
modern.
What's more like that? Eddie and Jimmy, Ty. But then we got it. We can't deny. We can't deny Tony. We can't deny Tony.
Yeah, and like like all these bands, dude. The '70s was too strong to start categorizing motherfuckers into lists.
Santana, yeah,
too much.
did.
Yeah, Santana, you just put him at the top and work everybody down because he's fucking been there. He's been there from the Hendrix. You're gonna throw Neil Schon in there?
Ace Frehley.
I watched Neil Schon to this. I watched the Journey concert last week, and I just went, you know what? This guy can still rip it. Fucking 70. There's a couple of 70-year-old dudes out right now are killing, playing their music out, man.
Let's even say this, bro. We can't even forget your Paul Stanley, bro. Paul Stanley could play
until he lost. Yeah, Paul lost their shit. I mean, recently, yeah, he was solid.
He was a solid rhythm player, dude. Solid rhythm player. Like, I guarantee
I
he
even like
probably
when
could
he
do
sneaks in
leads.
a couple of leads. Oh no, he plays the lead on something like Rock Bottom. Is that something where he's the fucking lead?
Something.
Yeah, some or he harmonizes on a couple of leads. There's a couple of harmony leads. Or like he's like, man, dude, they're like Southern guitars. The more I listen to Kiss when I get older, I'm like, wow, this is like the less.
Oh wait, yeah, they would oh fuck, oh god, it was on Detroit Rock City. He played a lot of leads. Him and Ace back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know, cool.
I remember that.
But nothing's better than Eddie Van Halen. And take your next metal guy. Then you got to right after Eddie Van Halen, you got to start looking at the metal.
Well,
guitar got insane. No guy from the '70s.
I could say this, bro. After Eddie, you'd have to say Dime.
Yeah, but in between Dime, isn't there these fucking guitar players and these death metal bands just fucking like holy shit that now everybody looks back and goes, what the fuck? Like the dudes from Death, like the Chuck Schindler and all the there's a bunch of dudes in the 80s.
Death is 60s, bro. Death is 60s. If you're talking about like, are you talking about the death metal version? Are you talking about the punk band Death?
No, not the black band. No, I'm talking about when guitars and metal and guitars got fucking grisly and speed worthy in between like 79 and 83. Like that circle of world, like because then you look back and there was bands probably that were doing shit that you're like, yo, they put out a great record, they never made it, but check these guys out. You know, there's a lot of that. If I went over to somebody's house and they were like, yo, did you ever listen to Granicus? And I was like, what?
All right, you know what though, man? All right.
Put on a crazy record from the 70s and it just blew our minds.
Okay, I just totally just went over my head, bro, for the 80s. Dave Mustaine. Dave Mustaine, bro, invented thrash metal. He taught he taught James Hetfield. He showed and taught some of his shit to Kerry King, which and hence, went to Hanneman, and fucking and fucking James and Cliff with Kurt. Bro, Dave Mustaine, inventor of thrash metal.
Before that, it's like Randy Rhoads was like in between that we had 78 through 82. Like he died in 82. He was in Quiet Riot. He did the Ozzy thing, and there was no time. There's no time there. It ended.
Yeah.
So we were at the 2 albums, bunch of tours, and that.
He only did 2 Ozzy albums, right?
Glass.
He only did
That's
2
it, man.
albums, right?
Diary
of a Madman
and Blizzard of Oz. But he's on earlier Quiet Riot stuff. He's on some stuff.
He didn't do Bark at the Moon, right?
No, that's Jakey Lee. He's on an album called Tribute, which they put out later because he died and had all the fucking live. There's the live tape we all had in high school. Bat's Head Soup. Dude, let me borrow that. Everybody was taping Ozzy's live show. Yeah. It was that one concert. You saw Ozzy. You only saw a video of them doing 6 songs. That's really was running around in my high school and fucking grammar school in them years.
And if you
there's a lot to attribute,
I mean, 90s, bro. 90s is just 90s. I wouldn't you can't pinpoint it down because too many people were doing too many different styles. It was too many different styles.
The late 80s, you had the late 80s, the bloom of all the Nuno Betancourts and the Steve Vais and all the people. That was the bloom of all that.
The mid and late 80s were shredders. That was shred season.
88 with John Sykes and what we like Thin Lizzy just fucking we just ended, right? Like the late 80s and he died.
Look at Creatures of the Night tour when Ace Frehley quit and they got Vinnie Vincent, right? They said Paul Stanley had to stop him a lot because they were like, that was the I want to shred like Eddie Van Halen fucking time, you know. And I was like, you know, you had to back it up a little bit, man. You're not Eddie.
Listen to Animalize. That's where the Kiss gets like they threw that.
Animalize.
They threw that heavy metal hat in the ring on that one.
Animalize was
Mark St. John.
That was Mark St. John, yeah. And Q-Look was the next album. Q-Look was it was Animalize and fucking they're both like the same kind of album. It was Animalize.
Lick It Up.
No. Lick It Up was after Creatures of the Night. Then it was Animalize. Then it was oh Jesus Christ, man. Hold on, man.
It wasn't Smashes and Thrashes. I don't think. No,
that was after that one we're trying to think about right now. Hold on 1 second.
You saying after Animalize they put a record out?
Yeah. Kiss. Okay. Kiss albums. Ain't nobody in the chat, man, know about Kiss albums, man. Oh, Asylum.
Yeah, okay.
That was Keeler's first. And to me, Asylum and Animalize like the same album, bro. It's like, you know.
I remember my friend went to that tour, had the fucking Kiss shirt on when we were young. Yep, that's 87.
And
right?
I love it. Asylum was great, dude. Yeah, Asylum was great, bro. You know, I mean, I could say the first Kiss album I ever bought was Smashes and Thrashes and Hot in the Shade, but when I got to hear those other ones, man.
Yeah, those were cool. That was like soundtrack Kiss, though, at that time. All those songs would have been like soundtracks.
Yeah.
Singing, a little bit of his, like, the attitude of the songs.
I didn't let nobody hear what I was hearing, bro. You know, like, I'm listening to, like, Tears Are Falling and shit, bro. And I'm, like, around all these, like, fucking, you know.
No, there's another one that's not as good, but it rocks. Something Fire or something.
Oh, Heaven's on Fire.
No. It's dude, I gotta look at them records. There's something on there kills that's not the video. That's not a video song. We like track 4 on one of those Asylum. No, it's not Allies, it's Asylum. I gotta break it out.
Hold on, let me see. Let me get the track list.
Give me the track list, bro.
Hold on.
There's a good song on that. But it's Paul. It's totally Paul.
All right, we got King of the Mountain, great song. Any Way You Slice It, that's a great song. Who Wants to Be Lonely? Oh, yeah.
I actually like that.
Who Wants to Be Lonely?
I think this is the album I'm talking about. Yeah, no, those are essential.
Trial by Fire? The Gene song, Trial by Fire?
No.
I'm Alive. Love's a Deadly Weapon. Tears Are Falling.
I rarely listen to this record. That's funny.
Secretly Cruel. Dude, in high school, bro, I was jamming this every day, bro.
Well, it wasn't in high school.
Radar for Love. And mind you, bro, I was jamming this in like 93, bro, on my Walkman. And all night.
No, what was the one you said with Gene?
Oh, Trial by Fire.
No, that Who Wants to Be Lonely, though.
Yeah, that's the jam, dude. That's Paul's ballad right there, bro.
That's great, dude. Who wants to be alone? That's what I'm saying. That's a little soundtrack. Yeah. No, those Kiss soundtrack, bro. I had no problem with that era. I just didn't really follow it. I jetted after Dynasty and kind of just kept my eye on them.
I
rolled the live albums. I would, when I would play bass, I started playing in a fucking live album.
I only got into it when my brother passed away at 26. Back then, I was like 11, 12. And he was the Kiss fan. And then I inherited the collection, like the tape collection.
Did he see them? Did he go and see them?
He's seen them in the 80s, yeah. I know he fucking saw them in the 80s. He saw Michael Jackson in the 80s, motherfucker.
Your brother saw Michael Jackson tour? He saw the Jacksons because there was no Thriller tour, right?
He saw, I was either 82 or 83, bro.
That's fucking awesome.
He went to see Michael Jackson and shit.
At the Garden?
I don't know where, but I know there was something in my little collection, my little box I have of his. That's a Michael Jackson thing.
Dope. It's probably at one of the big arenas around here, bro. Could have been at Garden, Meadowlands, fucking. That
was like early 80s.
That's great, dude. Fucking, that's like my boy Brett went out with some chick and he wound up having this Woodstock ticket. It was an extra Woodstock ticket this chick had, and he always had it.
Let me tell you right. Animalize has let's go through this track list, and Animalize is good, man.
Under the Gun? I think it's Under the Gun. That kills.
Oh, that's on Animalize. Yeah, that's on Animalize.
Yeah, that's badass, dude.
That was written by Paul Stanley and Eric Carr.
You know, I'm in a Kiss group. I'm actually ready to leave all these groups because everything's like, list your top 6 Van Halen records. Like, did they only put 6 records out? They're all we're all good. We know what they are. I don't know.
They'll put the
Well,
same
they'll
ones
put
up.
4 records up. Like, pick one. It's like, dude, I own all 4, and I listen to all 4 in a row. Tell me to pick one record.
I love the Van Halen fans because if you mention anything about Sammy, you're blasphemy. Like, you suck balls. You like, it's like, whoa, come on, dude. It's like,
some people fake it and go, I recently just got into Van Halen, and my favorite album's the one with Gary Sharon. Why you guys don't like it so much? I'm like, dude, stop.
Go back.
Stop. Stop.
Let's go back, bro. Seriously. Let me see how you got Burn, bitch, burn.
Yeah.
You know what you can take. Lonely is the Hunter. What the hell they got?
They were dressed like Puerto Rican hookers, though, on these records, weren't they?
Yo, yeah, Animalized.
Basically, yeah, Animalized. Look it up because that weird video.
Lick It Up was they were dressed up like it was some end of the world shit. Some Mad Max
with
shit.
the animal print on it also. Like they wore little furs.
Animalized was the tight fucking
sex.
chick clothes.
It was like animal sex record.
Yeah.
That's what they probably wanted to call it.
Asylum was when they were wearing the scarves and shit, and you know they all
that was real bad because the sashes in pink and shit. And when you watch Kiss in that era, it's bothering you so much that like you stop and the video goes by and you're going, what the fucking fuck is he wearing, dude?
You know what bothered me though with Kiss then? It's like, why are you rocking a leopard print BC Rich? Why are you rocking a hot pink BC Rich? What are you doing?
He had the T-shirts that were cut. Like he cut the thing off and he cut the arm, remember? It was like the Animalized tour. Yeah, that was funny. Isn't that the year he laid in bed with all them chicks for that video? The exposed video?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
oh my God. Dude.
And he's like, you need a lot of roughage. A lot of roughage in your breakfast.
I want to meet the gay fucking production assistant that totally hooked that up. Because that looks like that was so fucking produced.
You know, I almost tried what he was eating for breakfast. Bran flakes with fucking bananas and fruits and root beer soda. Almost tried it, bro, because I was like, oh, Paul Stanley's eating it. This must be good for you.
No, not the soda. No, but him laying there with all the girls. I could just see. It's like, don't move because you're going to hit the camera. Everything looks so set up. Put that shot over him.
Or he's sitting there going, why would I want to be married? Look at what I have.
And the chick's flinging his hair. And then the other girl just puts her arm over. Like, you're like, get out of here.
And then you go to Gene's fucking room, and he's got chicks with different fucking putting their heads inside. You know,
if I was 20 when that came out, I went, he got caught in the bathroom being gay, and he has to make this video. He has to make up for this.
Who?
Like, that's what it looked like to me, Paul. Like, it was just too many women for some reason. Like, no, it's not the year I got caught with a man. Leave me alone. Let's get the video going. Let's get bring the 17 girls in. Lay on the bed, girls.
Did you like when they walked into the room and they had all like these, like, oh, you can't see this tape. Oh, you can't see his 1977 Coble Hall. Oh, you can see this tape. And it's like, I want to see those other tapes you're not letting us watch.
You gotta look at some of them girls, though. Some of them girls are like became famous.
Really?
You ever watch some of these videos? You gotta watch closely. Like, oh my God. Like she was that was her when she was 21. And it's somebody like that's in their 40, became more famous in their 40s or something, or 30s. Yeah. Yep. Famous models.
It was great. What did you have? Then you had where was Eric and Bruce? Where the hell were they in that damn fucking?
They didn't come until Revenge.
No. Eric Carr and Bruce were there.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, where were they? And I forgot where they were in that mansion, bro. Like, because it looked like they all lived in that mansion together. They made it seem like that was their house.
Dude, that was probably that Chili Peppers mansion they made the documentary in. Funky Monks, some house in California.
Look at all these people do that when they all do like the cribs and all that stuff. It's all rented.
Yeah,
nothing's theirs, man.
That's all for California people because over here we don't give a shit about that.
Redman showed that one. Redman proved that, bro.
That's it.
You know,
that's it. Like we don't roll like that over here. He's like,
he had a friggin' sneaker box full of money on top of the fridge. You need money? Go fuck the bank, man. Just go in my box, pull out some money, we're ready to go. Like Red, I don't know, man. You live in Newark, bro. I don't know if you're gonna want to keep sneaker box full of cash.
Glitz, go to hell with that shit.
Yo, did you ever watch a documentary about Jack the Rapper?
Jack the Rapper.
Well, not Jack the Rapper, but it was a documentary about hip hop, and they went to like the Jack the Rapper show, where all like the hip hop guys used to go in the early '90s, like late '80s, early '90s, and they would all go to promote. It was the Jack the Rapper show.
No,
No,
do not know this.
oh, dude, I forgot what documentary it was, man. When I see it, I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna send it. They had this was before this was when Puffy was starting Bad Boy, and he had the Big Mac, and he was like, look, I got, he's like, this is the Big and it's the Mac, he got the Big Mac, this is what Bad Boy is gonna be, and he gave them like their first check inside like a McDonald's Big Mac box, and they opened it up and it was their check in it. It was kind of cheesy, but it had everybody on it, man. What's his name was on there? Oh God, what the hell is this fucking? He died from a blood clot flying over on a plane. Heavy D. Heavy D was in it.
That's how Heavy D died. He had a blood clot on a plane.
Yeah, he caught a blood clot on a plane.
Wow.
Something happened, whatever, and a blood clot formed when he was on the plane because he sat down too long. He was too big. You're not supposed to. When you go on a plane, you're supposed to wear compression socks, right? So the blood can flow through your legs easy. Because if you sit down for like 14 to 15 hours, or even like 5 hours, you have to wear compression socks, so your blood can keep flowing through your legs.
First motherfucker to go, you want to see me tour? Well, you got a tour. I'm here. I can't fly. I don't fly.
You're like John Madden, dude. John Madden only took a bus. Yeah, I don't. John Madden never went to the All-Star game because he's like, there's no bridge to Hawaii.
I'm not enamored by flight like that. I'm amazed that the Wright brothers did whatever they did, but fuck, I don't want no part of being in one.
It's not bad. I mean, I tell you this, bro. Like the going up and the coming down are what gets me queasy. But I mean, in between, I'm like, and you get real drunk fast. You drink 3 beers up there, bro, with the altitude, bro. I was like drinking a 6-pack, bro.
I don't know about
I had 3 beers the first time going to California, bro. By the time I got off the plane, bro, I was like, yo, did I just drink a 6-pack?
That'd be really important. I don't want to get off a plane and go sit down and try to vacation when I was like, I got to get up and go home. I could just do that home. I don't know. I don't think that's aggravating to me. Though.
But I mean, you know what, man? You're the kind of guy you probably don't want to see. Do you really want to go see the tombs of fucking Giza or some stupid shit?
They're great. They'll exist. I respect everything that was ever made on the earth. Well, I don't really think I have to say it. Total respect to every being, thing we didn't find yet. All of it. The mystery.
Well, I'll tell you this, though, man. Hey, anything in the United States, you could drive to it. It's a long drive, but you could drive to it. But remember, when I'll tell you this, when you're doing those long drives, get compression socks.
How about knowing it exists and just being happy with it? Then I got to drive up to some rock that somebody's something special and then drive away from the rock and go back to what I'm doing. I just think that everybody wants to be cool or have something to do with something. And I'm just like, you know what? I think I'm good.
I mean, when I went to South America, bro, it was pretty fucking damn, some strange shit. I was seeing like, shit, man, I'm on this side of the motherfucker now.
Crazy rocks and caves and things. I mean, shit. Not
even that. I didn't go down that. I flew through fucking like the mountains and shit, bro. And I was, different air quality too. Way different air quality. Like the air quality was, like a lot more rich, a lot less polluted.
I'm getting to the point where I'm just getting mad that 80-year-old people are getting off planes and they can barely walk to the hotel. Like it infuriates me.
Oh, they got the little carts.
There's some reason that somebody says they have to come here, and you can tell it's not fun. They can barely do it, and it fucking almost don't work. I don't get it. I don't get like the 37-year-olds that are like, "Come down." Well, they're 88. They can barely do this.
You know what the new thing is now, right? Is a lot of fucking retired people saying it's cheaper to take a cruise for a year than to buy a house. And they take all their money and they just cruise throughout the years.
You gotta buy a house. Why does everything can't just be the way it is? Everybody has like this next thing. I don't know, man. The plateau is just, their eyes are bigger than their stomach type shit.
Reach that upper level.
I see them all tell I don't get it. I'm like, dude, I want to do less. Like, I want, like, I don't know. There's just groups of people going and play, and the youngest person's fucking 82. Like I don't know what he's doing. He's really having fun. You just need a chaperone and a driver.
I mean, I guess if you didn't see anything throughout your life and shit, and you have the money at that time, you're probably like, "Yo, I'll just if it ends, it ends. I just want to fucking."
That's really a big deal. Of seeing something.
It's different.
I don't know.
It's different. You're built differently, bro. You're built differently, man. You know, you don't eat bananas no more, bro. You're weird. You know.
Caught up in the grind, your fucking vacation. It's like a fucks it up. I'd just rather have the 5 days off and stay home.
I hear you. Oh, I gotta tell you this again. Fuck Johnny Riffs. Because I'm looking and I have no response and nothing. I just looked at everything and it's like, bro, not even red.
He's counting he's on his 10,000 sheep, bro, and you're all mad at him and shit.
I'm like, yo, 2 times. You going for the fucking 3rd time? I don't know, man. What? Fucking shame on me for shame on you for the first one. Shame on me for the second one. 3rd one? I don't know, bro. It fucking ain't going that far.
You're fucking all of us.
Bro, did you watch? I saw on Netflix, man. There's 3 things. Well, there's 3 that. Well, one thing. Oh, we'll just cover this one. We'll talk about this one, bro. I haven't seen it, but I know it's out. It's supposed to be the 40th anniversary of how hip hop ruled the world, or how hip hop took over the world, something like that. I saw some clip, like not a clip, but like a picture.
The hoodwinking of hip hop, how everybody's into it, and it really isn't
how hip hop
viable.
It says how hip hop took over the world.
I guess.
I think Public Enemy made it because there's like a power fist on the cover with a bunch of writing and shit. I think Public Enemy made it.
No, New Master Ace is out. It's dope. Another concept album. Fuck every other stupid rapper with your shit that you got all these kids whacked up to.
Let me ask you this, bro. I heard this, bro. I heard this off of somebody on YouTube. They were saying that hip hop and stuff. Okay. How do I explain this without fucking going crazy? All right. There was a secret meeting in the late 80s, early 90s with the record labels and the heads of hip hop labels where they were like, look, we want you to do this gangster stuff because we're building prisons and we need workers. So you heard about that, right? And then they said that's why they make gangster rap and all that. So people were going into prisons and shit. And they were like,
factory.
Yeah, there you go. Basically, yep, straight up. What up, E?
It's nuts, Eric. What's going on, man?
Yeah, like they wanted them to supply the workers for the factories, because basically, you look at the prisons. The prison system is basically, it's what would you call it? Like independent contractors, bro. Like it's not owned by the government. You know, they're all like Shaq and Michael Jordan have stock in prisons.
In the prisons. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the feeling about that. I don't know, because I don't know if I had a lot of money, what I'd do with it. I don't know. I wouldn't let people know what the fuck I'm doing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I hate that. You always hear somebody's doing something, and it's just like, does that leaked, or are you making announcements that you're doing this? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to throw it out there. I just thought it was kind of weird that how they said that's where freaking gangster rap came from, and now it's just hip hop is just lost.
Hey kids, buy a guitar. Like John Cougar Mellencamp said, play guitar. It's not anything. Piano, anything. Dude, make up an instrument. Take a wire from your toothbrush and put a fucking... I saw a dude at the Trade Center put a pickups on stuff. They're little. Put a pickup in your mouth and play your fucking head. This dude had a pickup on a toothbrush. From the bristles to the end, he had one string, and he was like, boing, and he got a thing on. Dude, amazing. Amazing. Bro. That was like a thing at the Trade Center. And then I seen it on Channel 13. It blew my mind. He had a screwdriver with a pickup on it with one wire. I was like, wow. Remember that thing they played in the day? Wow, wow, wow. You put it in your mouth, and it was like one. Yeah. It was one. Wow, wow, like that. Yeah, you could fucking do it. Them people I like and respect. Don't get me wrong. I like.
I remember growing up. We would take like a long rubber band and like put it on like a fucking twig or something. Boom, 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 boom. You know, just
like gratuity. Yeah. No, Believe me, there's dudes with machines that you crank up and it plays music.
Oh, you got a comment right here. Gangster rap created the excuse to be a convict and making it cool to commit violence. I mean, gangster rap wasn't. I mean, I like it. I liked a lot of the music, but I mean, a lot of people did act the fool while listening to it.
That's the whole thing, right? Like, yo, we all listen to heavy metal. They are saying the most wretched shit, rip life through in certain situations.
Yeah.
We don't act like a fucking idiot and fucking try to.
Exactly.
That don't happen from our genre of music.
Maybe
the Juggalos do what they do. Like the Juggalos, like, mixed worlds. Like, that's cool. But other than that, if it's just like rock dudes, like, you get into musicianship and you bug out. If you want to be into another thing where you're dressing like some Dracula people and showing up with your little henchman and your girl and your cape, hey,
he's saying it right here, bro. They say it's music for the people of the hood, but it's a scapegoat to be a fool.
I like that.
We ain't Satan worshipers. I remember that, bro. I remember in high school, bro. People were like, yo, go listen to that Kill Your Mother, Kill Your Father. I was like, no, it's To Your Mother, To Your Father, not Kill Your Mother, Kill Your Father, bro.
I don't know.
That's off the Metallica fucking Injustice for All album, bro. It's one of the lyrics. I'm like, bro, how do you hear that? Like, all right.
It's like a movie. Like, what are you going to take Sweeney Todd and fucking lock it up?
Exactly.
It's a movie, it's a thing. It's like a movie.
Bro,
you saw Alec Baldwin situation?
What happened?
That girl had cocaine on her. The handler.
Wait, the chick with the gun thing?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Hold on. Rewind that back, man.
That girl, coke.
The one that got killed?
Nah, the one that handled the guns.
Oh, okay.
Handler. But in this scene, they show Alec like ding, 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 and they're like, "That's good." Alex, he goes, "Let's roll it again. Let's do it real quick." And I was like, "I don't think that's how that goes. Dude has to go, no, quick. Let me bang this out, and then you'll get the gun back." So, not good for him.
So
was he bumped off of her coke? I was like, "Let's do it again."
The chick that he shot was on coke. No, he was on coke.
No, the chick that he shot was the director of the movie. No, the handler of his guns had cocaine on her.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. That's oof.
So it was a rush. So it was like a rush. And the one dude's going, and I'm going, I know what this guy's going to say. He's going, this is a job where there's nothing you can rush. It's like, no.
No, not with that.
Let me do what I have to do. Right.
Because look what happened to Brandon Lee. You know?
This ain't the first time. This is that wasn't the second time. There's history in that shit. Right. Yeah. Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee.
Bro, this strains a lot of people get killed in Hollywood movies, man. It's just
sometimes you don't know a stuntman gets killed, and you're like, oh, this dude died doing the thing. So I looked up once and I was like, oh, this guy died doing a stunt. It wasn't just an old stuntman who died. Like, that's why I always like to read the obituaries, because sometimes you learn something, some new shit, or like something that just you would have never read.
Did you check out the new Adam Sandler movie on Netflix, bro? The Spaceman?
No, I think I've seen. It's good.
Trippy, bro.
I'll watch Sandler.
It's not scary. It's not sci-fi. It's a mind fuck. It's like what, really? It'll make you think. Because I talked to my boy Rob, and we were talking about it, and he came up with a fucking great explanation at the end, bro. And it was like, you know what? That makes total fucking sense. When you watch it, bro, let me know, bro, and I'll tell you what we think the ending is. And it makes total damn sense. It's crazy. It's that one. I watched another movie the other day. I watched that one. Oh, let me see. Let me look at my Netflix thing, man. Hold on. I
watched Amityville Horror the other day. I've watched since I was a kid. Watched the end of that.
OG?
Yeah, Margot Kidder and Brolin. Sure. Oh, yeah, it was pretty cool. I was like, I remember watching this. Like, you got a couple of OG movies I've seen from the get. Nah. That was one of them. And probably I saw The Exorcist at a drive-in movie, bro.
Really?
Creeped over a fucking back of a seat, fucking more of my life to fucking go, what the fuck? Yeah, bro. I shouldn't have been there, bro.
How did you sleep that night?
Bro? Nah, I'm alive. Everything's good. I just remember that movie being like, what the fuck? Especially you don't know what's going on. You're like fucking 4.
Yeah.
And then 8 years later, you see it when you get a little older. You're like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. So
God,
yeah,
I can't remember that movie. Hold on, man. This is bothering me because I know I wanted to talk to you about it. I was like, oh my god, this movie's insane.
And it's a Netflix flick.
I don't know if it's a Netflix. Let me check. Let me check.
You watch it on Netflix.
It was either Netflix or HBO Max, bro. Oh fuck, man. Like,
yeah, I crept into a few movies this week. I don't remember though. I start forgetting. I'm like, what did I watch?
yeah,
I watch my Larry David every week. I always watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. There's always some funny shit in that. Richard Lewis died. He was on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, what was up with that, dude?
He's been sick. He didn't look good. Actually, I just started watching his podcast he had. We had it up till he died. It was called Richard Lewis Alive and Unwell. And he was even mad that people were like saying he looks dead. And people watching him on Larry David recently, he just doesn't look good.
That's
it's a shame that he died because he wasn't out. He had something. He was a funny fuck, bro. When I was younger, I used to like that comedian. He used to be fucking, he was like very neurotic.
Hold on. What do you want, buddy? What happened? What happened, buddy? What do you want, buddy?
What are you doing? That's you got to talk to that cat in a different voice, bro. There's no regular voice. You don't talk to that cat like you talk to everybody else. You got to get it, dude. You got to talk to it as a cat. You talk to a cat. Like, you got to.
Oh, no, he understands, dude. So he understands Spanish, too. Like, my cats understand Spanish, too. It's weird, but they understand English and Spanish.
That's fucking nuts.
It's trippy when I see them, like, listening, bro. I'm like, I look at him, and I'm like, is it time? Is it time? And he goes, ow, ow. I'm like, it's time? It's time? Smart. And that means it's time to eat, bro. He'll look at me and he'll tell me, I'm hungry, motherfucker. I'm hungry. It's time.
Dude, I just watched, other than that dog fucking go, I'm going to put that battery out. That's going to start a fire.
Yeah.
Fucking... Dude, they're amazing, dude. I watch endless shit like on YouTube about fucking cats and dogs and fucking animals.
They're smart, man. I'm telling you, bro. They're smart, man. It's like they're not dude. I never underestimated cats, but these cats wake us up to like it's time to eat. You'll wake up, dog. Wake up, man. It's time, bro. I was like,
they're like a clock. They're like a clock, bro.
They know
the motherfucking deal, bro.
Oh, this guy's fucking scribble, man.
What up with Scrib?
No, he wants me to call him and put him on mute.
Call him and put him on mute because he's working for the Children's Aid Society.
He's lucky I like.
I got to make up a song for that place he works for. They don't have one, do they?
Who?
Red Cross, the Red Shield.
Oh, the Red Cross? Yeah, their song is...
Help. I need someone. I need anyone. Call Scrib.
Red Cross's fucking song is we suck, and we want to make your life a living hell at 5 a.m. when you work at a hotel and get our car.
That's what's going on with the Red Cross?
That's what's going on with the Red Cross.
You got problems with the Red Cross?
Yeah,
I just have
man.
problems with senior citizens going on trips. I really don't have any problems.
They're in Sandy, bro.
Barely grabbed your bag and nobody's happy.
They're in Sandy, man. They were just straight asses.
Sandy, I remember that. I sat in this apartment with all I had was my oven, and we boiled water for 5 days. I boiled water, son.
Mm-hmm.
For baths, for heat, and Jackie cooked outside. She cooked on the oven, but we had the meat outside in a cooler. It was great. Had a really good fucking. Who's just sang the national anthem? Who was that?
Who's singing the anthem?
Somebody looked like they know what they're doing. Latino lady, Broadway type. MSG has some good ones sometimes, and they have some bad ones because I listen to on the radio in the van. I'm like, what? Dude, Head PE Taproot tour. They're opening for fucking Taproot. They pulled out an OG. You saw that. They pulled out an OG Ozfest band.
Really?
To fucking hang around with. Yep. So they're on a tour with Taproot.
Oh, Head PE?
Yep. Head PE.
I'm just making sure.
I thought it was going to be Corn or somebody.
You good, Scribs?
Yo.
You good?
Yeah.
All right,
Fuck
peace.
FTD.
Peace.
What
Yes,
up?
Scribble just said. Forget Head
Yeah,
P.
whatever. Yeah, whatever. We know.
You know how it is, man.
Whatever.
You know?
Haters and hate. Fucking started your whole genre.
Haters are gonna hate, bro. Haters are going to hate, man.
Enjoy your rap, because if you're around as long as that dude is, good luck to you.
Nah.
When you're 58, killing shit.
Hold on one second here.
Rhyme and talk about pussy and weed.
I'm gonna take a little break here, bro. We're gonna play a little jam here.
Head P. Oh.
Yeah, I gotta go get a snack for this cat, bro. He's bugging, bro. We got the wrong hard food. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like Purina. He likes science.
That's how you find out. Now you gotta write that on the fridge and keep that there so you don't forget, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Let me.
There's always like 6 foods the cats a trip on.
What we got? All right, bro. Stop, man. Relax, man. iPod's acting bugging.
Hear that music in the background. I gotta watch this game over? No.
Don't tell me this thing just died on me right now. Oh no, it didn't. No. It always keeps wanting me to join Apple Music.
Yeah, get out of here with that. Hey, I had something happen, and my music on my player. I did join Apple Music, and something happened, and all my music on my player, they censored it. So any Head PE song I had like that, they give me the clean one. Really? I had to totally reverse. Yeah, bro, it ruined my shit. Almost ruined my whole shit, bro. Yeah, dude. And next thing you know, I'm listening to the song, and it's the edited version. And the edited ones by Head P are hilarious. They try to put these words in for curses, like yeah and damn and shit. And you're like, what? Dude, I gotta hold on. Worst thing in the world, censored metal. The worst. Talk about that one day. Censored heavy metal. Jesus.
All right, here we go, man. This is Dark Matter. We're locked in, bro. Be right back, man.
You're allowed to play Dark Matter.
go, man. That was Dark Matter with Locked In. And you're locked in the From the Dungeon podcast. What's going on, Monkey B?
None.
How'd you think about it? What'd you think of that track? What do you think of that track?
That was really good. Who's on that?
Beat bopping.
Who's that?
That's it's Dark Matter, bro. That was Victor, Armando, and Alex. They recorded.
Oh, that's the new G's.
Yeah, they recorded that in L&I Studios out in Bayonne.
Yo, I went to a fucking show.
Where?
At White Eagle Hall. Eric Gales. And when I get to the door, I'm like, I know this dude.
Who?
I don't know his name. But then I get to the thing and I'm sitting and watching, and there's an opening guitar player, and I look in the back, it's Jason.
Jason who?
From the studio, Morales. He's mixing, he works there, bro. Salim's old band. So I'm like, there goes, and it sounded great, bro. Big up to Jay Morales down at that place, bro. Killing. And I'm like, the dude at the door was like the bass player. I'm like, they fucking don't know me? I'm like, dude, you should have fucking
Jason Morales.
So what up?
Did he play drums?
Drums, and he sings. He's in a band right now.
I know he has the big puffy hair, the big hair.
Yeah, he's fucking talented, bro. He's fucking, what's his band? Uncle Jay. He's in several bands.
He's in a sign.
But he works at White Eagle Hall. Yeah, dude, he fucking, Eric Gales was excellent, and the place sounded awesome. Should have been more people there. And not just fucking old people.
Man, I can't remember the name of the band, but it's like deathcore. When he sings,
yeah, they're fucking He's talented. He's in cover bands. He's actually, dude. If I didn't work on the weekends, I'd come see all these dudes. These local motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But they're never, I'm working.
He played
his
drums
band.
For this weird band, bro. It was like Helicopter something or something like that. When he was playing.
Yeah,
he worked in that music store on Newark Avenue.
What, Metropolis?
He used to work in Metropolis. That's where I met him at Metropolis.
He's a music dog. My man's all over shit. Ever since, and he's like a fucking teenager. These guys are in their 20s now, right? Maybe 30s. But he was in Salim's band. He's from fucking Jersey City, bro. Really good dude.
Oh man, I can't. Well, let me just keep.
Really good dude. That's a fucking dude. If we were doing like fucking interviews, that dude, that's a dude you interview. He's in 3 bands. He sings and plays drums. That's enough. Singing and playing drums is worth an interview.
I bought a bunch of the music, bro, from the deathcore band.
Yeah, he's in several. Like I said, he's in cover band. He's all over, bro. Jay Morales, bro. He's fucking good too. But the bass player dude was at the door. I'm like, yeah, this whole place is like dudes that used to come to Pearl, bro.
Yeah, they're running it, bro. I'm telling you, I can't believe Pearl's not like a part of that, bro. Like,
yeah, now Joe, you know why? Because he never got in with anybody. Joe's cash and a self cash dude. Yeah, he never lived. Yeah, he never got in with anything, which is, I don't know. I think I would have got in with something. You could have your name at concert at every show in the area, in the city. Nobody has nothing. Joe has nothing to do with anything. What's going on over there with Joe? Alan told me his place has got a year because the rent went up. That's all I know.
He's got 1 year left?
Not one, but I said, he just, in the estimation in his head, said like.
Enox. The band is called Enox. Enox. That's the band he's in, where he sings. Enox. Fucking trippy band. But yeah, Joe was always a rebel, bro. A loner. He was like, I'm a loner, daddy. A rebel.
I knew when the place got busted, I was like, I just remember standing there going, that's when I realized, I was like, this dude's so independent. He never, like, it's a shame. Like, he could have been backed.
Well, wasn't he down with Mad Max? Like the dudes at Mad Max, Silent
Partner? I don't know. I'm just saying the city, as the city goes, and being known. Okay, nobody really. I know musicians that didn't like Joe. I know people, a whole world of people that totally wouldn't go there. Really? Never did without him. Yeah. Yeah.
I always thought Joe Pearl was like the Jersey City spot. Like
a lot of people, some people that knew he was cheap and fucking kind of didn't. I knew a few people that felt like that. It was like, you know what? Or didn't like. When they got in there, I didn't like the atmosphere.
He was too much. It wasn't. The one thing you had to get to know Joe to know he was friendly. Yeah. You had to get to know him, bro. You had to get to know him, man. But don't fuck him over. You know,
Don't fuck him.
over. That's it. He don't forget, bro. He's like an elephant, bro. That motherfucker doesn't forget, bro. I remember we got
There was no connection to anything. He had cops come in, and he had certain people that came in with cops and jammed. But yeah, he never had a stomp
he
on the.
Grease some palms or something when they called the fire department. If he knew somebody.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he got to know too many people along the way because he wanted to be in there and close his door and do what he wanted to do.
Independent. He's like, I get you, man.
But
you know,
along the way, certain places didn't have windows and certain things that, you know, when he reopened the studio, had to have.
But look
so
at like New Jersey studio, Jersey City Studios. They were real friendly with the White Eagle Hall, Jersey City Studios, you know, and that was that was more the new crowd studio, Jersey City Studios, you know.
Yeah, and I don't know that world. I never went there. I was always at Pearl, so I don't know. People were saying comparing.
There was only like 3 or 4 rooms, same as Pearl, just 3 or 4 rooms. It was a cool atmosphere. I knew the chick from Psilocybin worked there. Ishii.
The singer, right?
Worked there.
Oh, she did what I did?
Yeah. She was the Jersey City studio butler.
Yeah, there you go. Just turn shit on, make sure everything's responsible enough to fucking fuck me.
I went there once.
So many people stole though. I don't like. There's a few people I know who stole from us right in front of me, like just because I'm busy. People started stealing the fucking tubes, bro.
That's right. I remember, bro. I remember fucking Joe was getting.
And I know who did it. It was a Philippine kid. I know it. I just didn't. I just know it was a Philippine dad. It started there. It started with that. Just noticing shit.
Joe was getting mad, dude. It was like just tubes are missing. I remember he started bolting the heads to the friggin' cabinets. I was like, bro, what's going on here, bro? You got the heads bolted. I remember we used to be able to change
bolted
heads.
To the sides and the back. He put a piece of metal so you couldn't get to that fucking tube because it was easy to get in and pull a tube.
That's low class, though, man.
There was a lot of things along the way that we had to modify. But like when Joe first opened that in the 80s, he had somebody pull the studio doors open. Somebody went around went and grabbed the head, and then the dude was like, "Show me Studio A," and then he'd, you know what I mean? There was a couple of those. And
I never hold out. Think about this: you're stealing tubes from Pearl Studios. How old do you think those damn tubes are? And you're stealing those tubes. Those tubes are probably ancient, bro. Like I guarantee.
Everything's on their last leg.
Yeah.
Like, bro, no, there was a few goofballs that was like trying to do shit.
You should be donating him some tubes, bro, instead of taking his.
There was a lot of cheap motherfuckers though too, like people that had money that were like didn't want to pull out $2 for a cable or the little things where it was like,
like the cushions and stuff like that.
I just know like this one. I just remember like there's a few people like. There's a certain guy every week that came in like, "Is that my cable?" I'm like, "Dude, I just fucking pulled it out of the bin. I don't. You just walked in like there was a few little sticklers of fucking goofballing idiots." Annoying Sean was the worst. The annoying Sean was like that metal kid that started coming there for a while.
Who's that?
Like Joe, I don't know. He was some metal kid that was like all these you guys were playing with and shit. Sean, his name was George. He was annoying. I called him the annoying Sean. Well, yeah, he had 2 names, dude. And he was like, "Hey, dude, he's a little chunky, like Jim Belushi. He looked like John Belushi type. Black hat, flipped up. He was talented. Eric Hernandez, you fucking know who this dude is, bro. And I was playing with y'all, and he kept coming, and like, yeah, I don't know. He disappeared. He was a metal guy. He was always getting a drummer. He was a dickhead. That's why he was with so many different people. It just wouldn't stick. Josh was playing with him, I think. There's a fucking Puerto Rican drummer, Josh, bro. He used to always smoke weed with. Fucking drummer. He was awesome. He used to play with Jimmy and fucking my boy Bruce that were like in Brood America. You remember them dudes? No. Yeah, like this kid Josh was awesome. And he moved to Florida and he came back once. He was like, "Dude, I'm growing weed." Yeah, I've met some really cool people, bro. You know that smoker? He was like a smoker that smoked with me every time, no matter what. Like he smoked like I did. He came in like, just sit down and roll a blunt. Like he knew that, you got brothers like that. People that know you smoking, they're just brothers like that. And that dude was cool as fuck, bro. And he was a drummer. He's a little lefty too. He's a Puerto Rican kid. Looked like a hip hop kid. Didn't look like he's at the metal and shit, but he's popping his shit off, bro. Nice. Yeah, what happened to him, dude? I got that Pearl, whatever happened to list of like cool motherfuckers. We like, had somebody had a little click where they bring somebody cool in. You're like, that dude, like, Geo came in with that chick and that dude, they were awesome. Bobby, Geo came with a band, like some girl, I think her name was Urelli.
The bass player?
Yeah, there's two Urellis though. There was two because one came and it was different than the other chick. I remember that whole world of like like seeing that chick and this chick worked at Guitar Center.
She played the Urelli I'm talking about played bass with Evil Adam. She played bass with Sean Egan from Suffer.
I've met that chick a few times. And it's funny because I work with somebody with that thing.
Jersey City legend,
bro. The best, bro. They're killing shit right now. They got that fucking revamping the Suffer.
New drummer, new singer.
The drummer fucking makes a difference.
EP fucking recorded by Laz and fucking and what's his name? Mark Rizzo.
I've been watching.
You know,
because I like his style. I like fucking Egan's fucking approach, the way he plays the guitar.
They're gonna tear it
bro.
They're gonna tear it up with that new EP, bro. They're gonna tear it up, man. If you guys like death metal out there, bro, they're gonna tear it up.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge death metal guy, but I know this guy and I watch his technique, and I've watched him live. He's talented as fuck, bro.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. He's a guitar player.
That's an art. That's an art, dude. You can't just be. You can be messy. That dude's.
He puts in 6 to 7 hours a day playing guitar when he comes home from after doing 16 hours of work.
No, that's how it goes. I mean, there's nobody else that could fucking say anything because that's how it goes. You have to put 4 to 6 in.
I'd say this.
I used to do that when I used to come home from work back in the day. That's crazy, bro. And I miss it.
He has one of Jeff Hanneman's guitars.
I know, I saw that. I got an eye on Egan, dude. I always keep my eye on my musicians, dude. He was fucking special, bro. He still is. I mean, he's fucking. How old are we? And he's fucking revamping something.
Yeah, no, exactly, bro.
You'll see. They'll probably be open if they get their shit right. They get a manager. They could be fucking open for somebody at one of these fucking.
I remember they opened up for Typo Negative, bro, back in like during studio. What was that studio?
They're at Studio One. There's old footage of them at Studio One. I knew nothing about him until I worked at Pearl, and I saw that Suffer shit on the wall, and we'll look at the fucking pictures of them young kids.
You remember Joe had like, dude, that was when I was coming in the first time. I was like, yo, man, soon my band will be on this wall. I was like, the Wall of Fame, dude.
Everywhere.
Everybody had an 8x10, and they were all on the wall autographed, and it's like, wow, these are Jersey City legends, bro. Like to me, I was like,
do you remember the OG Pearl though, when all that shit was on until like when I got there, it was like the stuff started falling and Joe cleaned it. I mean, he put up just certain pictures, but before like we rebuilt it, that was crazy. There was so many.
Dude, I remember.
It was so old, man. We went up there and to clean and do all that. Oh, there's so much grind.
There's a video out there of me playing there in 1995, bro. Like the front room, playing in 1995, man.
Studio A.
Yeah, and I still remember like my first time going in there, bro. It's like, wow, we're at Pearl Studio. It was just like, like holy shit, bro. It was like felt like you made it. Like I'm allowed to come in here now. I got a band. I know how to play. I'm allowed to come in this fucking building. It was like
everything there, dude. Fucking every. And then you had the people that were monthlies in between that. I'd show up and the Milwaukee's were already there. Or the other guys were there.
You remember when they threw that fucking that club party and they filmed
He did them every week. I hated it. I worked them. That's the only day I could make money because I got to work fucking 24 hours. It's the only way to make any money at Pearl is to either find it, fucking do something, or like work. It's 18 hours or something. Jesus.
They were doing. I remember they were throwing club parties there.
It was you know the name of this place. They did graffiti. They held clubs. They were called something. Green.
Where was it at?
At the Jersey City. They were a group. They're called something. They were holding the parties. It wasn't Joe. They were the ones paying Joe, and then they bring a door person.
Really?
They bring the girl that. Yeah, Joe didn't. Joe all of a sudden
was out the whole place.
That's it. Joe had nothing to do with that. He would just move everything out and rented the place out. They had a door person, they had security, they had a chick at the dyke girls at the door. Yeah, and they held ecstasy fucking stupid blunt parties. It was the worst, bro.
I remember
every once in a while there was a dude like
that commercial, man. It was like, what the fuck is this?
And I remember somebody on ecstasy like trying to step to me like a dude, and I was like, yeah, you gotta go. Like, she's like, you remember me? I remember having a weird thing with a dude like that. I was like, somebody that played there for a minute, and I was like, hey, what's up? And then he got really friendly, and I was like, these people are on X and shit. And this dude's gay, and I was like,
He tried to get.
yeah. I remember going, yeah, I'm good. He kept asking me like, yeah, like, he's like, how you doing? Like, you know, like, dude, yeah, I'm working, bro. He's like, get out of here so we can clean it. Get out of here so we can put the guitars back and everything. Like, and we don't want you here. This is not for this. That's where integrity and whatever you call it. I'm fucking so high right now. I wish I could knew the term to put it. You know, that's where like money and integrity, like,
yeah,
you know, when you empty your place out to something to become it, to make money, that desperation. I wish Johnny was there. He would word all this great for me. Johnny used to say the greatest things, and I've written them down. Johnny was a wordsmith.
I mean, yeah, well,
Johnny
Joe Pro, basically, I was like selling your soul to the devil.
You'd be hanging out, you get high, I'd walk away, and then Johnny would just from a chair somewhere say something, and I like, oh my God, dude, you're so right.
He was funny though, man, because I remember when we were in Dark Manor, bro. And I always keep saying this, bro, because it was just trippy. We'd go in the back room, we get the back room, like, yeah, we got the back room,
really
shit, rolling up blunts and shit, drinking. And all you
he
hear
was
is
a
like,
safety blanket.
like you hear something, and then the door opens in the closet. It's like, yo, what the fuck? And he just walks out. Hey, what's up, guys? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
in the closet?
you don't know. He's like a bat. He could be hanging upside down in any one of them little areas. He liked that. Like Johnny's the kind of dude, like when he got an apartment, like he showed it to me, he had a hammock that like a room like this that went across from corner to corner.
Yeah.
It was like, check it out. Like, you know, it was like trying to put a fort in a crib still. I was like, oh my God, this guy's wild. Dude, I haven't seen him in a minute, and I text him once in a while. I just wanted to text him and tell him this Jeff Beck's old singer died. Bob Tench. You could do this on this record we live by. And I was like, fuck, man. Yeah, I missed, dude. Johnny was a vehicle for a lot of my you know, all my rants and everything. Like, Johnny was right. That dude knew, dude. I don't know how dude was like a brother, dude. He was important. When he wasn't around, he used to fucking be like, this sucks.
It was weird though, when he was gone. I was like, yo, where's that dude walking around with the weights?
Because he just started to melt into doing nothingness, and Joe was getting pissed, and he was just living there. You know, when I first worked there, Johnny had a car.
Really? I didn't know he drove.
Johnny had some kind of thing that he made it home. He lived up the block from me. Okay. I found out Johnny lived up and then that's because I got the job from Johnny. I just watched him play. Him, Jeff, somebody, and that was it. And then next thing you know, a week later, like, Joe called me because he was like, hey, Joe's fucking need somebody. And I was like, yeah, I used to work here like 5 years ago. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, I'm going to say something. And next thing you know, I'm up there and Johnny's telling me like, yeah, well, that kid Miguel's got weed. If you need weed, he's really cool.
Stories, bro. You knew everything.
He's telling me who these kids come here. They'll give you $20. Just give them a room for an hour and a half. Certain, Johnny is like right, straight up, and it just turned into me. And there was somebody else working there for a minute because Joe didn't trust everybody. You couldn't just. A million people came to me and goes, bro, I want to work here. I went, you don't even understand. I was like, you know what I mean? I felt like a mafia guy. I had to talk like a mafia man.
It was you, Johnny, and who was the other guitar player?
There was a kid named Mike that was a cop right before me that became a cop that left. When I came there, he left. Mike G. He jetted, and he became a cop. So he's a Jersey City cop. He probably came up there a few times even in between. Really cool kid, bro. Yeah, I'm nothing to say about that. I remember
when Joe was just running it. I remember going in the first times, it was just Joe. Like, Joe Pearl was there. I was like, oh, shit, that's Joe Pearl.
And was Joe always working on something when you, like, right? Wasn't he always working? Like, he had crates. Did you ever have the crates he pulled out the wall? Did you ever notice, like, the world of tools he had? Yeah. Joe had such a thing. When you guys weren't there and we had to work on the place, Joe would pull out these things, and we'd build things for things. And it was these dollies that he would pull out 7 crates on, that we'd be able to take the 7 crates and put them on two things and pull them out, and Joe would pull them out, and it'd be all the tools and everything, the drum parts, and we'd walk around and do all the stuff. That's how, like, that happened. And then when Joe got off of it, it was like a one-man job, and every once in a while, then had Joe at the other studios. Now he wasn't there anymore. So it was like ways this fucking job went all the time. And now it's just you, and Joe's like, do you need anything? Because I'm at the 2 studios. If you don't need me, I'm just gonna go to Forest. Yeah, it got like that. Joe got so busy, but I was like, he's healthy enough to fucking deal with that because he had a lot going on, bro. He had rents, carrying people's rents and coming. You know, he had Ralph with him because Ralph used to be like, "Well, you need me to ride around with you, bro.
Yeah.
You can't just fucking be. You think he used to go, you're crazy. You think you're just gonna grab rents and walk around? He goes, I'm gonna come with you. Because Joe would have that bag and he'd walk around. He'd collect the rent from each room, lock the door, and go room to room. You remember his spiel?
He was getting between $600 to $1,500 a room. A room.
And you know what? He did that on like he just did it. There was nobody stepping to Joe. Nothing. I mean, they had an incident. They had 2 incidents there I watched on video. They were locking up and somebody robbed out one of that heavy metal dude's rooms on the floor.
Oh, I think you were going to say
forgotten redemption.
I thought you were going to say somebody went up to Joe and like, give me your shit.
Nah, I don't think they ever had. Joe got his car robbed.
What?
The blue truck one day, and they found it across the street in Union City down the block. And they didn't even take the change. It was like somebody joyrided this thing, and yeah, Joe got it back. Really? That blue, yeah. Huh. I think Joe left the key. Joe left the keys in it. Was doing something in between, either that, something like that.
That was a shady area, bro. You weren't like when we first started going up to Union City. That was a shady area where it's like, nah, yo, lock everything up, man. You better make sure
it was
locked
just
up.
as shady as the other one, but the other one was shady at night, from fucking 10:30 on.
The other one was in a rougher neighborhood, and plus you had crackheads down the block. I remember the first time I went to Forest Street, bro. I was smoking weed with my boy, right, Marcos, and we were outside, and we went to Forest Street. Bro, my first night there, I saw some dude on the corner take a Molotov cocktail, light it up, throw it into an abandoned car, and boom! And then walked away, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is what happens over here?
You watch an insurance fucking job. What, the first time at where? Forest?
That was the first time I ever went to Forest Street, bro, because I went to go see my boy's band, Arena, fucking Spanish rock band. And we were smoking weed out there, and I was like, yo, let's go outside, bro. I want to get some air. And we were outside smoking and getting some air, talking and shit with 2 other people. And then the dude just lights up. We're like, yo, is that a Molotov cocktail? He lights it up, chucks it into an abandoned car, walks away, and we're sitting there like, and then he just goes, and boom! And it's like, holy fucking shit.
That's great.
Oh, and I know and you're in the hood over there, bro. This was when it was hood.
That's the hood.
And it was like, holy shit, bro.
Yeah, it was real hood.
That
block was nothing. That block was never safe.
Man. That was before
that block was not safe. I didn't like that block at that.
Like you were iffy, bro. If you parked your car outside, bro, the studio, bro, you were like, it's Russian
iffy as fuck,
maybe.
bro. Iffy as fuck.
Before the light rail and everything was there.
Totally.
You know, but yeah, that was my introduction to Forest Street. Bro.
Me and Caesar worked on that building. Joe at the front rooms. Me and Caesar started working on what became the back.
Caesar stole that job from me, bro, because I remember I went up to Pearl when he was collecting. I was talking. I was like, "Yo, Joe, let me work for you, bro. Let me go around to the buildings, you know, whatever." And then Caesar overheard me talking, got in Joe's ear, took the job, and I was like, "Bro, you just stole that job from me." I was doing the gabbing to him, bro, getting him like, "Yeah, you need help, blah blah blah."
We fucking would have needed you. You can fucking. That sucks. How'd that go? Me, him, and Johnny was working, but he wasn't working. Yeah. It was just me, that dude, and Ralph. And then once in a while, you know, you'd need somebody.
I knew that job was 90% chill and 10% work. It was 90% chilling because it's not really work if you're at the studio hanging out. You're chilling, you know.
Waiting for Joe to put up sheetrock, and waiting for delivery, the guy to deliver the sheetrock. It was a lot of that shit.
Exactly.
The sweeping up certain rooms and cleaning. You know, Joe was good, man. Joe knew what was up. He was a master carpenter. Joe built everything he ever fucking dealt with. Joe built it. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, no, he did. He was building all the vocal booths and everything like that up there and shit. He was doing all that shit.
All that shit.
Let me ask you a question.
Al. Then I met Al. Al came in the fucking scene.
Let me ask you a question. How much you missed that?
I miss it a lot.
Because I mean,
there was no money there. I was in a weird situation where I was like, "This is all I had." I wasn't working any other job. I have worked jobs where I had to.
We thought you were.
No, there was no money in that job.
We were like,
You were getting a 9/11 therapy. You were getting Bernardo maxing his musical therapy out in Pearl. Because what the fuck did I have? I didn't really want to work. I had a weird deposition on life. Nah, fucking that job was awesome. I missed the shit out of that. It was a little unsafe. I always fucking thought like somebody's gonna fucking I had 2 dudes knock on the door at night. I was like, I forgot to lock the fucking bottom door. It's like fuck, nobody's here. Nobody. I had to make it like people was here to cause like a diversion. But I was like, we don't do that, bro. They want to sell me shit at night at fucking 1 o'clock. Something I wasn't opening the door to figure out. Like, yo, we got music, we got equipment. I was like, nah, I just saw these dudes outside a little while ago. I forgot to fucking lock the door.
They were gonna get equipment if you open that door.
Yeah. And I was like, nah. Yeah, I was like, let me go. I gotta.
There should have always been 2 people there. One in the back, one in the front. Always 2 people.
He didn't want. He could shell out enough money for fucking 1 person to work there, bro. That's the way it should have been, right?
Yeah.
Somebody with a gun and somebody like you know what I mean, like
watching the cameras and shit, and there's somebody working.
And somebody that actually worked. Yeah, well, kind of like that with Johnny, but he'd meld into the couch.
Oh yeah, Johnny would melt into the walls, dude. What are you talking about, man? Like you turn around, like yo, where'd he go? And you hear like something go, and it's closed.
I had a funny time where I went and got weed and left. It was like 9:45 and the 10 o'clock band was gonna leave, and I was like, let me run over my man's. And I came back and it was only like 9:59 and they were like ready to leave. They were outside. It was the Spanish band, dude. The Eulogy of Sid Kids, and I love them.
Yeah.
They jetted. They all went over the wall. Remember, I used to pass Pearl and make a right, and there was parking spots.
Yeah, that was for the.
You passed the front door of a Cook, right? The other,
yeah.
right. Okay, so imagine on the roof, you're like, oh, let me go over this wall to get there. Now, so I'm like, where the fuck did they go? And I go out across the roof, and I see it's the last girl. It was like one of the dudes with his chick. That was kind of hot, and I was like, this chick's gonna fucking flip this wall, and they were going down the wall. And they were like, the money's inside. We couldn't get out because I locked them in. It was, remember when like, it was something. Remember when it was like, you used to not be able to, which was not right. I think Joe was one of those things where,
you were locked
so they left that way.
Can't leave.
And it was like, I just missed them. And they all jumped over the back wall. And I was like, holy shit. All right. Locked up. Did my thing. But that was the best part of the studio, was locking up, hooking my bass up, bro. I'm putting some shit on. Like, that was the best. Or it was like Tony and Salim would show up, or like Johnny was like, let's get Tony. That was one of those. Those were good. Those were real. Those are special moments, bro. Those are the moments I miss. That's where your job's free, when it was after hours.
It's gonna be a weird place in Jersey City, bro, when there's no pro studios.
Yeah, when there's nobody to backdrop on a musical studio type atmosphere. Why nobody?
Remember how we were
nobody does what Joe does? Is that what you're saying?
Remember how we were always trying to get him to like go, let's throw like a little festival thing, let's throw this and this and that, and he's always about money. It's like, bro, money will be there, man. Let's just do it. Get people here. And he was always like, the money and this and that. It's like, dude, you really don't want to really do anything, bro. You're content in your own little bubble. You don't want to expand that shit.
Yeah, look, he didn't know how to trust fucking every single person. There's so many people in his ear, though. A dude like that, so many people in it, so many.
Yeah.
How many people is he renting rooms to? How many people is like, I used to do this fucking joke. He used to be like, Joe, let me go to the studio. My grandmother's sister gets her check next month. And I think she, it was always like somebody was telling Joe some fucking way they were getting extra money to like, Joe, can you hold when you put a studio on the arm? I'd always hear the stupidest fucking dudes like that were like not from there. They were always from that other world showing up at Pearl. Some people would show up and pay money to Joe from the Union City. Or Joe Cole go, yo, Chameleonaire's gonna stop by and give you money. And I'm like, all right. He's gonna give you $1,400. And I'd put it in Joe's safe. Shit like that. He's like some rapper, he go, Kanan. I think he named some dude. I'm like, Joe can't even say the rap name. And I'm like, who? I got to write it down. I go, okay.
Chameleonaire was Johnny Riffs' fucking weed dealer.
There you go. So
for a while, man.
So that dude, right. So that dude would drop off money and it would be a dude would pull out and it'd be like a hip hop thing, like a thing. And I'd be like, really? Yeah. You could just walk up here and give me the money. There's no
If I knew,
I don't know. That was like
if I-
Entourage's situations. Like, get out.
if I knew then what I know now about like Paul Wall and shit, I would have been asking about fucking Paul Wall questions and shit, man. I just thought he was the weed dude with a fucking cool name. I didn't realize who the fuck he was.
So Joe has so many attachments to people.
And he had
So
a
many.
dude Chameleon, yo, he used to have people go up there, bro. And I was like, who the fuck are these motherfuckers walking through the hallway and shit? Like,
I remember going to work up there and doing and hearing that dude and all that. I hearing them play tracks and shit.
yeah.
It was actually pretty good. He was up front, right? Is that the dude up front?
He was in the middle. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
When you come in, he was like
I totally remember. I had to fix all them rooms. Me and Caesar fixed rooms and did shit.
He had a nice room though, man. He had a nice little big ass vocal booth, you know, and like he had a vocal booth and he had like a top like thing going up above the vocal booth, and then he had like the production center in front of the vocal booth. Yeah, nice.
Who was that Spanish band that used to come up to the studio? My boy George Porter Real was in them. That redheaded kid in it. He was a redheaded like fucking Dominican or something.
Style, like Spanish music style.
Yeah, Spanish rock. They were very good.
The big fucking band. They had.
Well, no, a couple of horns. Yeah. No, there was a thing an 8-piece. I used to know their name. They were good. And then there was a ska band that came there. It was excellent. The kid Andy. I used to get this really big act that was Spanish that used to do well. It was him and his wife, Charlie, and this other girl, and they were in a really cool Latin ska band.
Yeah.
So the bass player was really cool. We got cool Andy, and then Andy became in his other thing that I still see him on Facebook. I'm like, wow, he's rocking. He's rocking.
I mean, dude,
these places like BB King's, like sold out BB King's Latin rock band, where you're like, oh shit.
If I remember everything that ever happened from 2004,
I forget the names, bro.
Till about 2010, man. Like up in Pro Studios, man. There's like meeting so many bands and so many fucking parties and.
Well, dude, I worked there from 2000 maybe 4 or 4-ish, and then work until like 2017.
Like I remember there would be
Crazy.
parties going on up there, right? And when Joe Pearl put the cameras up there, and there would be parties up there. And I remember Victor would get a phone call, and he'd be like, "It's not our party. We're just in it. It's not our party. We're just outside."
Right.
You know, Joe's like, "Who's throwing that party? We don't know. We're just here drinking beers, and there's a shit ton of people in the hallway, so we're chilling. We don't know whose fucking party it is, bro." And we could see Joe Pro watching. We would wave like, "Hello," like wave at the camera and go drink.
So many factions, dude.
Oh my god, man, dude! Every Friday, Saturday night, bro, there was a party.
Sometimes I had to have I had 3 bands going, and then a band on the low, like Steve Beaver and Steve Amona and that crew. Yeah. Remember that world?
Oh yeah, definitely. That was your the underground stuff, you know, your little slip it to the side, you know, like
it was them, and then I had Miguel and.
But I mean, like look at the way you were getting paid. You had to, you know, the way you were getting paid, you had to do that shit, bro. You know.
Then I was in a band, and like so, then it gets frustrating when you're in a band with like somebody that's really talented.
Yeah.
But they like a cheap Joe ass musician that will just take what he can get. I was giving that band free time, you know, and it was really it was like, all right, it's time fucking for things to get a little bit better, and it just wasn't going to get anywhere. So the dude got a new drummer, and I was like, oh my god, like this dude is horrible. We had a kid that didn't know anything about heavy metal that was in a gospel church group that made our group like the baddest motherfucking shit ever. You know, imagine Ted Nugent, Kiss, and Maiden type shit with a killer drummer. You know, and then you get a regular dude that's slapping. That just wasn't his. Yeah, it was like, I'm not going to this show, jockey. Yeah, I pulled the musical fucking don't ever do it.
You did a riff.
I did. I drove past the fucking venue, bro, and we went somewhere in Manhattan to eat or something.
You did a riffs, bro.
Yeah, and it was wearing on me. I was giving the free practices and and then it was just.
Did they ever come back and
I was like, I love the music, and I was like, he was wearing his welcome. He was a little rude too, and there's a few into this, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this dude. I was like, you know what, Jack? I'm gonna fucking drive by this shit.
Did they ever ask you anything? Like, where were you? Or no, they never just came back?
I don't think. Yeah, I talked to him ever since. Me and Al jammed with him. Me and Al were going to be the band for a minute. Me and Al were working together on The Forest. He showed up. Like, I taught Al a song or two. Yeah. Al would have been the guy. But I don't know. He was good to work with. I was just seeing a dude had a Facebook. This black dude, just imagine a black dude, Paul Stanley type singer,
Really?
right? Yeah, with who's the dude from Iron Maiden type guitar players? Adrian Smith. You know what I mean? Just imagine somebody with Dio type guitar riffs and the Paul Stanley type songs and attitude. You have really cool. Yeah, I like that band for that. It was right up my alley. It was after the first band I joined up there called Luna Down.
Why didn't you want to play the show?
Because the drummer was whack, and I just lost any interest compared to what the other dude was doing. Yeah. It was like working. Yeah, it really killed me. And like I said, I was holding the whole thing down with the practices, the free practices.
You think they still played the show?
Totally. Oof. Ezra and that dude, yeah, because he talked. He's a talker. He was a yeah. That's probably one of the things that I would take back and go, yeah, he was a talker, bro. He was good. He knew all that shit. And he knew how to take a riff from a song and make it a song. And I was like, what? Dude, I listened to a Pat Travis song, smoking, what's that song? Snorting cocaine, snorting whiskey, cocaine, drinking cocaine. Yeah. Okay, so there's a badass, this dude was like I said, it was like Kiss and Nugent and like and I'm going, dude, I'm watching this Pat Travis song. I'm like, I know this riff. I was like, that's in his song. He like totally lift this middle part, this half part breakdown. And I was like, I got Ezra, man. He had fucking, and I wrote a riff like that with him. He was good to work with, dude. It was fun. It was fun while I listened. Actually, Jackie sang with us a couple times on stage, doing like Tush by ZZ Top. Then ain't bad.
Was she supposed to play the show or no?
She used to come up on stage at the end of some of the shows, like the last 2-3 shows. We played at Fontana's, place like that. Yeah. Fontana's underneath, some other place, Ace of Clubs.
I never heard of that place. That's
something else. Yeah, Manhattan shit. Ezra got Manhattan shows. Another band I played with played at Dingbats, Luna Down. I met him at the studio.
Okay, I remember you talking about that.
He had a guy audition for a bass player come up there, and I was like, how you doing? And he was like, I was like, I play bass. And he goes, hey, he's all right. I was like, let me hear the music. And he gave me the CD. And while he was inside, ready to leave, I listened to something. I went, dude, this is really good. I was like, I'm going to listen to this, and I'm going to get back to you. I called my boy Trev up immediately. I went, dude, I listen to this shit. I was like, it listens like a little snot. It was like Rollins and shit. And I jumped in it. It was a 3-piece, man. It was pretty cool. This guy he wound up singing. He changed the band. He didn't have the singer come back. The singer kind of was in a Mexican Elvis, this other band, and he was around. He was good though on the previous records, but the stuff, the record we made had this guy just wound up singing everything, and we wrote some songs.
Hold on, I gotta say it. I gotta say it again. Fuck you, Johnny Riffs. I just looked at the title of the fucking show. Fuck you, Johnny Riffs.
And the Pearl Talk, all the Pearl Talk. I mean, there's so many there's so many fucking. So yeah, I got 2 cool bands out of that. A lot of good jams, bro.
Oh, there you go, man. Fucking.
Nobody died. Somebody got stabbed. Nobody died and somebody got stabbed. How about that? Mark Bernardo's Pearl book. Nobody died, but somebody got stabbed. Because the Philippine kid stabbed the kid on my watch, like in between me trying to fucking do something for them. And it was like, oh, you knocked him out. And they were like, no, he stabbed him. And I went, what? Because I walked in and I thought like, oh. I'm like that. I'm like, I'm a benefit of the doubt giver. Like, oh, he just knocked you out? And like trying to help you up and go like dust you off and go, dude, you just gotta go now.
He fucking jibbed him?
He jibbed him. He jibbed him in the thigh. And then my girl Cece comes up out of the stairs. Look, I got Steve-O. And I'm in the back. Cece comes up to use the bathroom and some dude, and the dude goes, hey man, I'm like a paramedic. And he goes, you kind of got to do something for that right now. You're going to fucking bleed to death. And I was like, what? I was like, is that bad? The dude goes, yeah, it's not a good area. No, it was like a drunk dude said something to a drunk dude. And like, I just missed it. He jabbed him like in the thigh. Yeah. So Marky B, they shuffle themselves out. Somebody calls an ambulance in that instant. Not me, but somebody does. Yeah. So now they show up because I was like, well, you just got to go to the hospital or something. And I cleaned up the beer. There was 787 beers around I cleaned up. But the kid bled on that beige pillow in the back. Remember Joe's little couch?
Yeah.
And they came in to take pictures of that because I told them what happened. I went, look, these kids were here.
Police
I don't know if they went. Yeah, it's like I don't know if they went and got an ambulance, but somebody called for one and they left. And then they're taking pictures of that. And that's when the Cece girl, I heard the cops leave, and he goes, look, and they were showing me that they took pictures of Cece, that they were the cops were inside talking to Cece. It was funny. They were looking at because she was like, I gotta take a piss. Like she's in the hallway, like asking the cops to move. She just went in the bathroom and all this is going on.
Wait. CC from the Hudson County scumbags?
Yes. I had them there on the low, on the back.
Shit.
So these Philippine knife thing happened while I had these kids, that homeboys and Steve and the punks and probably some Nazis, on the low and in the middle of this. So long as Joe didn't show up, the cops didn't know who the fuck they were, why, and the Philippine kids were gone.
In the back drinking and shit.
They just left, and that was that. Like it was like, holy shit.
Oh shit.
Holy
CC
shit.
from the Hudson County scumbags.
Yeah, because her and some dude came up and they knew. The dude went, that's not a good area, man. You got a tourniquet down right now. He told them something that was like, look, I am a medic or something. He said something funny.
Well, what's funny though, man? He takes an oath. He's supposed to have helped him right there. No matter if he was on call or not, if he saw something like that,
they tourniqueted him and they left. But it wasn't crazy, like it was like life threatening, but it was enough in the area where you're like, yo. But that was weird, dude.
Yeah,
that was weird.
He could have gotten in trouble if you let that guy die. Not you, the paramedic.
And then there's the classic Ralph fight where the Ralphs came out and had to fight some kid because Ralph's girlfriend called some kid to come fight Ralph, and the cops showed up, and then
Ralph fought some kid in there.
Outside, I looked out the window to secure everything. All right, because they trying to get Ralph's girl out of here, and she was drunk and tried to hit Ralph with a wrench, and they just tried to get her out. I hear the building, and next thing you know, Ralph's 10 minutes later, Ralph's doing a duke with a 21-year-old, maybe a 19-year-old kid, and then Joe gets hit over the head. Joe Pearl's got something in his hand, and he gets hit over the head with a piece of wood by an old Spanish man. I'm looking at this out the window, going, "Oh my God, bro!" They all got taken away. Yeah, it was crazy. Joe was like, I gotta go to the hospital. Unbelievable, bro. This fucking.
What the hell's going on?
Yeah, that was nuts, dude. That was a nutty little quick thing that happened one day over nothing.
Bro, we're gonna end it at that. We're at 137. We're gonna end it right there, man. Joe gets clocked in the head by a 2x4 by a Puerto Rican dude.
Like old Puerto Rican man, bro.
And then Ralph's
duking with a young boy.
Getting duking out with a 19-year-old over some
It
chick.
all disappears. And then that woman's daughter shows up and pops Ralph's tires. Then I call the cops.
Of course.
I call Ralph and I go, where you go? He goes, I'm in the cop car with the cops. I went, oh, well, dude, she just fucking jacked your car. So he goes, what? And he told the cops right there. And he goes, hold on, we're going to turn around. We're going to pick you up. And we're going to. So they picked me up and we bring me right back down to his house. They flashed the light on her and she came out. I went, yeah, that's the chick. So she did the tires and went right back home. And it did that, took her to jail. I went back to Pearl. I had fucking 2 metal bands in there. And then I went back to Pearl. Somebody watched it in between. And then Joe and them got out of the hospital. And Ralph I had to go to the police station. It was nuts, dude. The night ended with Joe just driving, like all 3 of us going home, like in Joe's car or something. Joe dropped Ralph off and Joe drove me home or something. It was crazy, dude.
All right, man. We're gonna leave it at that, man. Leave it at that, man. Scribble hung up the phone. Scribble, thanks for listening on the phone. Scribble's always on the phone calls. Fuck you, Johnny Riffs, for not showing up again.
It would have been fun chatting with him, dude.
Yeah, I can't believe you fall asleep at 10:15. Really? 10:15 you falling asleep? I don't know about that. But yeah, man. We'll be back next week. Chilling, killing, penicillin.
Metal news. There's a lot of Pearl. There was a lot of Pearl heaviness.
Yeah, next week we'll come back, bro. We got some Mick Mars stuff we could talk about.
Big up to everybody that ever fucking came across there to dealt with me. If you were cool or not, hey, life is worth living.
Exactly.
It was fun. A lot of fucking fun.
Pearl Studios was the shit, and it'll always be a staple of Jersey City, bro.
And now it's, what is it?
Well, what?
What building's there? I want to know what's exactly right in their grounds. We got to go walk by it.
It's a parking lot.
Oh, that's all it is?
It's
One of those
a big ass
levels?
parking lot. Yep. Big
Gotcha.
ass, like 5 or 6
Yeah.
level parking lot.
We got to go in there. And can we get in there and listen? Because there might be souls
I know, but you could I'm not sure.
Have you been by there? I have never drove down that block.
I was driving past it when I was working downtown a lot. I was always taking pictures, sending it here. Every time I stopped at the red light, I was like, "Hey, Mom, there it goes."
There's a lot of buildings now. You just drive through town. You go, oh shit, that's 7 stories. For end of Summit, when you headed towards Bayonne, like in a couple of those blocks, you're like,
but I think
wow.
they extended. They closed down that block. It was on what was it? What was that? What street?
Yeah,
was
that was St. Paul's Avenue, kind of, right?
They closed
when
that,
through.
and they extended Central Avenue.
Cook in St. Paul's. They did something.
They killed that and they extended Central Avenue. So when you go to Central, you go there. You can still make the. You can either keep going straight, and you'll
it's
go
still
right.
not modified yet.
And you'll go right. You'll go right to Baldwin Avenue, or
I've been avoiding that area. I just picked Jack up the square and get out of there because there's too much construction.
Yeah.
The roads are like this too. There's a lot of you got to watch where you're going.
I mean, yeah, if you drive past it, bro, you'll hear the old guitar amps and stuff.
Yeah, I miss it, man. I do miss it. And you asked the question, but yeah, I do miss it. I do miss being a rock and roll butler, bro. In the middle of that shit, even with the problems. The problems after a while became like I know the problem. So that was any job you work, the longer you're there, the more you're on fucking top of that shit.
It was fun.
You're like, I know what this is, whether it's a fuse or whatever. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
But you know what, man? We'll be back next week, bro, with From the Dungeon Podcast with me and Mark A. Bernardo, because Johnny Riffs, fuck him. He doesn't show up. And yeah, man, we out. Peace to the Middle East and all in between. Don't drink, Mr. Clean. Peace.